What's your name? What's your nickname? What do they call you? And where are you from?
My name is Mike Hobbs. I'm from Killeen, Texas, and my nickname is Ugly. Yeah.
Ugly. Okay. Ugly. What company do you work for?
I work for the Black Bar List CEO.
What all do you do at Black Bar List?
We do graphic design, photography, and videography mainly. We also do dance
Who has inspired you?
here locally.
Yeah.
A lot of people, man. As far as actually get into the production side, like designing and stuff like that, it starts from DJ the Sick One to P Wood to Cooley, Doughboy, and I think a lot of people that's coming up new too is inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Like Zayden, they got a couple new guys, man. I seen really doing media production, and I'm liking their stuff. Everybody, my customers do, you know. So
That's dope.
one of my first projects was Bird. I like working with him because the song was dope. So I mean, the visual, it just made the visual easier, man. Bird, John Boy, me and him did a short film video called Emily. Check it out. Man, that was the dopest project I've done. I mean, the production was good, the acting was good, and I loved it, man. We finna start a part two, you know, with a whole different type of visual, and I'm looking forward to work with him more. Um, Man, of course, Brotherhood. You know, I always love working with them. More on the designing side, you know what I'm saying. Tails. Uh, that's one of my first little interview projects I ever did. That came out real good, very fast, you know what I'm saying, but came out real good quality. Like Babes nightclub, the Barber College in Killeen, Texas. I work with them. Whiskey Creek, a lot.
You said you do graphics, photography, and videography. I heard a story about how it all began. So, how did it? How did you get to videography? Your passion is videography now. How did you get to videography?
How did I get from design to videography?
Yes.
It started off with graphics. I was in a camp, Suave Up, Haters Down. DJ the Sick One, John Liato, Twin, Flo. Nice little group, man. They're well known in Killeen, Texas. I did a lot of promotion for him, you know, and I kind of followed Sick on how he was doing design. He's dope, man. DJs and does everything, graphics, records. Pretty dope dude, and I kind of looked up to that. But I didn't rap, but they used to do mixtape covers, and I always wanted to be on a mixtape cover. So it was kind of for self. So I started doing them by myself, and then reaching out, you know, for help. And I just everybody that helped me, you know, I used it in my work, and I got better. So I did that for about a year and a half. Got picked up, messing with my friend Big Spade and Fresh and all them. And we started a group called Neighborhood Music, and I was the main graphic designer. Um, Graphic design switched to photography because I got tired of people sending me like camera phone pictures and stuff like that. So um, I used to bring them in, like, man, come on, you know, let me take your picture so I could have it my quality, and then I could do your covers and stuff like that. And people just started liking the pictures. They wanted the pictures, and I was like, okay. So I progressed with that. Actually, I got my camera from Slice and Dice. The way I was able to purchase that camera was a client offered me to do her family reunion. And I was like, I don't have a camera. And she was like, I'll buy you one if you do my family reunion. And I did it, and everything came out perfect. Um, and I owe her more if I ever see her again. Um, So the photography thing came a big deal, and I kind of really don't. I really didn't pay attention to what everybody else was doing. I just kept my own lane, and then uh, just maybe like 7 months ago, I was introduced to videography, and I didn't realize it was so much in tune with the photography. My homeboy P. Wood used to be like, "Yo, here's some footage, um, edit, put it together." And once I put that first one together, I ran with it. Man, my designing and my photography is feeling like second nature because I'm in love with the videography. But I can feel like I can do all of them to at least a standard. So that's pretty much how I got into videography, and now I love everything that moves visually. I love everything that moves. I love quality. I love lighting effects, and I stay in my lane with that. I try to do a little bit of everything, but I just stay in my lane with what I know.
That's dope. As you should. So, what do you call yourself, and why do you call yourself that instead of a designer?
Uh, uh, well, it's kind of, I do all three, and I do all three without spreading myself thin, because I mean, it's kind of off subject, but like, I feel like people should master something. But if you're not mastering just one thing, master the things that is connected around it. So I don't know what lane I'm in, so I know I do depiction design, and I stuck with that because that could go with photography, graphic design, and videography. So it's real clean, simple designs, and I just focus on quality, man. So
That's dope. Professionally, if you had to pick someone or a few people that you look up to that are already doing what you're doing, who would those people be and why?
um, since I really got into this video thing, it's been professionally maybe Dre Films. I was showing my coworkers that him earlier. He's with MMG from Maybach Music, and he inspires me, man, because he kind of started from scratch and really didn't, he learned the fundamentals from school, but then realized that, what I'm saying, it's his vision that really makes his talent, what I'm saying, progress. So Dre Films, that's kind of pretty much who I follow. I follow a couple of photographers too, pretty much. Designers, I really don't look at other people's stuff. So it's kind of hard. It's not really, I think more people locally than famous people.
That's dope. Which artist have you worked with here in Killeen?
Um, all of them, I feel like that's putting their passion first. Emma, shout out Emma, GA, Mr. Understood. I'm kind of scared to name everybody because I might forget people. So, I mean, Brotherhood, Camps, Spark a Lot, In Your Face. It's so many. Jim, Green City. I mean, at least one person out of all these camps I done, did work for or work with. So it's many more too. My bad if I forgot.
Sorry. Where do you see the Black Bar List in a year, 5 years, and 10 years?
In 5 years, I already feel like, well, 5 years, I just want to have a stable system going, like where everybody's building and making some type of income off this. And 10 years, I'll be a successful company where I can pass down to my kids. But the way stuff's happening and moving, it feel like that 5 year goal could be a 1 year goal, So it's just the tools I need. It's hard keeping up with the tools and paying everything that you have overhead. So I'm not rich at all.
So in a year, what do you want to be doing with the Black Bar List?
In a year, I want to be in a different state and city. I want to progress. I want to be able to travel and not have to worry about, am I going to make it our expenses and stuff like that. So I plan on just being nationwide, man, maybe worldwide. Seriously, that's my goal. I can't really think of nothing lower than that. So,
What are some of the tools that you have now that you use to do your photography and videography?
um, I've been using the same T4i for the last 3.5 years. T4i in my 50 millimeter. I got a lot other little tools, but them are my like bread and butter. Um, Lighting is the key to me for everything, so I stay up on my lights, uh, and I try to stay up on my software. That's what I pretty much can keep up with now, without stretching our pockets. So
What are some of the things that would help you be better? What are some of the things that you could get that would help you do better?
it's like a million things that can help me to be better. Some key things is just better equipment. I'm reaching out to try to get this Black Magic stuff. I mean, it's very high end professional equipment, but I think that's the standard I need to set for here in Clean, Texas. And I really been reaching out to get my hands on this equipment. Black Magic jib cranes, stabilization equipment is really what I need to progress and maybe open up doors for our city.
I heard that you want to travel. So, what is that about? You want to get around and get out to these different cities and states?
Yeah, man, I've been seeking LA and I always figured out how I'm gonna get there. And you can't just jump up and move. So I have this mission that I want to live the RV life. So I really feel like I'm gonna get me a nice RV and I want to move around and mostly for work. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to experience different things. So that's one of the biggest things I want to invest in for myself. You know what I'm saying? So where I even have like deals where I'd be like, you get me out there and I'll do everything for free. So, I mean, free is a big word, but I'm looking for the network too. And I feel like I could do it with the tools I can, right now, but it wouldn't be as powerful if I had the things that I needed. So,
Right. As the CEO of the Black Wireless, how do you keep the company going?
being around motivated people, loyal people. It's just a few of us, but everybody that's around us kind of put their 100% into the company. And it seems like impossible, but it happens, So every little dollar that I get, every little tiny project from $50 to $1,000 we put back in, and that's how we run it. We find different ways to organize our company, and we're starting from scratch. It's a pretty dope system, man, and it's just loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Everybody plays their position, stays in their lane, and it builds together. So,
What's a day in the life of Michael Hobbs? How does your day go?
it's kind of weird. Like, I don't think people really will understand, but my day goes, it goes work. Like, I wake up, you know, I might argue with my manager a little bit. We get that straight, and then we lay everything down. We plan. We create a timeline, and we get stuff done. And I take my breaks in between work, so I don't really take days off. Um, we might chill, watch a movie, or everybody might go out somewhere, or we might just go our separate ways for an hour or two. But I think probably 98% of the time we're in the studio, and that's in the midst of taking care of our kids and other outside bills that we have. Like, you really got to live the life to understand it. So, I mean, you kind of got to sacrifice a lot of stuff too. So you kind of got to sacrifice just living that formational lifestyle. So,
What are all the responsibilities that you have on your plate on a daily basis?
The biggest responsibility is probably trying to keep ourselves motivated. We go through a lot of stuff just like everybody else. So,
If you had to describe yourself in one sentence, what would you say? Who is?
I am robot. That's what I feel like. For real. I am robot.
Okay.
Or I am ugly. So.
Okay. So, how can people reach you? Where are you at on social media, and what's your contact?
I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, um, pretty much all the social networks, and you could type in the Black Bar List, and it's going to pop up. Probably one of the first things, Google. So, and we also got a website, www.theblackbarlist.com. We're adding more to that as we go.
All right. So I heard you giving percentage of what you raise back to an organization. What is that organization? And briefly, why did you pick that organization?
The organization is Sickle Cell. I want to give to that because I mean, it's something that's been deadly in our country, in our world for years, and I want to just reach out to that. You know, it's just right.